Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the RMC Files. My name is Ryan Michael. I just want to tell everybody happy holidays, and I hope everybody's having a good November. Christmas is coming up, and hopefully everybody's got a tree, and hopefully everybody's doing good. And if you're not, make sure you get to your local shelters and make sure you reach out for the help that you deserve. I want to discuss some videos I've been seeing online that the algorithm has matched me up with, and I ain't gonna name any names or anything, but there's a lot of people talking crap and just like riding on the backs of other people to try to make a channel. And I don't think that, I mean, I don't know if these people are hired or what, but for one, I want to go over a couple topics. I want to talk about relapse. I want to talk about heroin addicts, and I want to talk about a little bit of alcoholism. I want to talk about people saying that heroin addicts are relapsing when they're drinking alcohol. Like if they have a beer or some wine, or say even vodka, I mean, even hard alcohol, I mean, whatever. I want to talk about how people are saying that it's the same as relapsing and it's considered a relapse. So this is one of the reasons why I don't do NA meetings anymore. I used to go to NA meetings all the time, and I don't do them anymore because it was just too much. It was a lot of people. I mean, you have so many different people you got to worry about when you're going to these meetings. You got all these different people talking and stuff. And I used to share my stories, and I've done my fair share of meetings. And if they're for you and they're working, then that's great. But like that wouldn't fly. You would be shamed in NA if you drank some alcohol and say you had a beer. Say you went out on the lake for the weekend and you're a recovering heroin addict. Say you're taking Suboxone, methadone. I know you're not supposed to be mixing any of that or whatever. Say you're not even taking that. Say you're a recovering heroin addict and you haven't done heroin in years, and you go out on the lake with some friends, and you go out on the lake with some friends and you end up having a beer or two. And I understand the stigma behind it, and I understand how people are scared, because there has been times where I have gotten buzzed or drunk or gotten too messed up, and I was like, well, this isn't the high that I want, and I ended up relapsing. But relapse is part of recovery. Unfortunately, we have to relapse to learn to that, and then we have to relapse, and we have to feel the shame after we relapse. Which, if you know and you're a heroin addict, then you know that you've relapsed. I'm talking about specifically a heroin addict, okay? Because let's say, for instance, me. Let's say me, for instance. Let's say I haven't done heroin in a year or 2 years, whatever you want to call it. I haven't done either way. I've been abstinent from heroin for quite some time, and I go out on the lake with some friends, and I'm gonna have a beer. I have a beer or two. Now, is that considered a relapse? Are you now relapsed? Are you falling back into your evil ways, and are you going out and risking your life to get substances that are deadly? And are you going out and pawning stuff for money to go get these substances? Are you going out and stealing for money to get these substances? No, you're not. You're going to the liquor store. Alcohol is legal. Okay, you can go out and you can have a beer. You can go to the bar and you can have a beer. I understand, like I said, I understand the stigma behind it, and I understand how people get scared that if somebody drinks that they're now going to relapse. But some people have to learn. But the people out there that are saying all this stuff to everybody and that are making videos on other people just because they want to have a drink or something, or just because they had a drink and they hadn't done heroin and who knows how long or whatever, or they haven't done heroin in years, and all of a sudden they want to have a drink, and you're going to go and say that they're now relapsed and that they're now into their that they now fell back into their addiction. That's not right. That's not right in any way, because they did not fall back into their evil ways. I know me, for instance, I mean, I destroy my body when I relapse. I can't make it a month or two into relapse without feeling like I've literally been doing it for years. Like, it's like when I relapse, it's like a week in, and it feels like I never quit. I need to stop judging other people and start focusing on themselves. You can always create a how-to channel or a one-on-one channel. I mean, there's plenty of things. Face this YouTube channel. You don't have to rat on the backs of other people and tell junkies that they're, ex-junkies that they're whatever. Once a junkie, always a junkie. That's the way I felt like, even when you're clean, I still consider myself a junkie. I can never take that back. I can never take the fact back that I destroyed my body. I destroyed my veins. I destroyed my, life. I destroyed my family's life with doing substances and intravenously doing substances. And I just feel like if somebody told me that, I went to a barbecue and I had a beer with my Mexican side of my family, because they're always having Coronas and limes and tacos and stuff, and you know, who's to say that I can't? And if I relapse, that's on me. You have to learn from your relapses. You have to learn what triggers you. You have to learn what you don't. You have to learn what you can't do that will make you relapse. And if alcohol is one of them, then definitely not. You shouldn't be drinking. I understand how people are worried about these other people, but I just don't think that it's right to piggyback off them and try to create a whole channel off them. And just because you could put their name in a hashtag, you can get a bunch of views and stuff. Because let me tell you, half these girls ain't anywhere near uh, where, anywhere near in my book compared to the girl that they're going after. And it's sad to me. I don't know much about this person that I'm talking about. I don't know much about their story. I'm interested in their story. I've been watching lots of their videos, and I just feel like you can't be attacking people like that, because what if that person's super weak, and what if that person is drinking, and you do say that it is the same in an addict's head. They're going to be like, okay, well, it's the same. Well, everybody else is saying it's the same. Well, screw it. They already think that I'm doing it anyway. I'm going to do it. And you can't be doing that. It's really life or death situation. You literally, like, somebody talking that bad on another person can make somebody do that, especially if they're drinking alcohol, and it'll cost them their lives. And how would you feel after that? Would you be talking about it then? You probably would be, just to be piggybacking off them. And it's just sad. And I'm gonna stop talking about that. It is what it is. I just feel like I needed to talk about it and address it, because my channel is about a lot of the same stuff. And if a lot of people were doing this to me, bring it on. I'll compare it all day long to my relapses with heroin. I'll go into full blown details if you would like, but it'll probably end up getting taken off of YouTube. I don't have to. I don't need to prove myself. If you're my fan, or not even a fan, if you're my subscriber, and if you're subscribed to my channel, then it doesn't matter. You're here to watch my content, and that's that. But if you have time, you can go explore other people's content in the same type of niche that I'm talking about in recovery and MAT and being in jail, and whether it's prison or county jail or, period, but the system, being the court system, um, it is what it is. So stop making fun of other people. Stop riding on the backs of other people and trying to get other people to literally kill themselves. That's not cool. I'm not in any way saying that it's okay to be completely binging and drinking on alcohol when you're an ex heroin addict or say meth addict. I know that it is possible and more than likely possible that you can get a spark in your head to go pick up and go do something that you're going to end up regretting. And I'm not in any way saying that it's safe, but I'm just saying these people need to stop piggybacking off other people and stop trying to drive them into the ground when they're already, kick them. They need to stop trying to kick them while they're already down, is what they need to stop doing. I've been kicked while I've been down, and it's not cool in any way whatsoever.